What is up, bros and broettes? I am Inkslasher, and welcome to another episode of Infinite Warfare 5 Things, the series where we go balls deep in Call of Duty to find out the small, intricate details that you may not have known otherwise. So today we're going to be looking at 5 little Easter eggs you may or may not have known about Shaolin Shuffle. So Shaolin Shuffle is the newest zombies map that came out in DLC 2 for Infinite Warfare. I was really planning on making this video a couple weeks ago, but I've just been busy since then, so I'm sorry it's a little bit late, but I think we've got some things in here you may not know about this map. Before we do start looking at these Easter eggs though today, I actually put up a video on my second channel kind of talking about the future of my second channel and whether I'm going to do vlogs or let's plays, and I'd really appreciate it if you guys would go and check that out. I'll leave it on the screen here in the form of a card. I'll also link it down in the description. But anyway guys, without further ado, let's get into the 5 Easter eggs you may have missed in Shaolin Shuffle. So the first thing we're going to look at is in the very spawn room of Shaolin Shuffle. If you go over to one of the payphones, you can actually pick up the phone and dial a number. If you type in the number 2333, you may actually recognize who picks up on the other end.
Thanks for calling Burger Town, home of the Burger Town Burger. How can I help you? Hello?
I could always toss a few of those super security system wooden boards that just...
It's Burger Town. Now, Burger Town has been an ongoing theme ever since pretty much Modern Warfare 2. Now, in Modern Warfare 2, this is obviously a part of the campaign, but since then, we've also seen it in a zombies map itself in Advanced Warfare. It's really cool to see something like this, a theme that's been in so many Call of Duty games, be carried through in simply a small Easter egg in Infinite Warfare. Another thing that we can find in the spawn room is a newspaper. Now, this newspaper can also be found in other zombies maps in Infinite Warfare. However, the interesting thing about this newspaper is 2 things. First of all, the picture in the newspaper. You can see a movie theater. This exact movie theater is the same movie theater in the multiplayer map Throwback. Another cool thing about this newspaper is if you actually look at one of the titles and read it, it says newly renovated movie theater is now open to the public. And of course, this is kind of encompassing the whole overarching idea of the zombies mode in Infinite Warfare with Spaceland. And in fact, if we go over into the booth in the middle of the spawn and look at the clipboard, on the clipboard at the very top, you can see on the paper, it says Spaceland. Of course, referring to the zombies map, Zombies in Spaceland. Now, once we leave the spawn in Shaolin Shuffle, we really start to see how the map develops and see the overarching theme of the map, the 1970s New York City vibe. Now, the interesting thing about this is in this area, we can actually see the grunge kind of music club called Heebie-Jeebies. The interesting thing about this music club is that this is resembling an actual music club from the 1970s called CBGB. Now, this bar, this music club, was hugely influential for music history. It was originally called Country, Bluegrass, and Blues, hence the name CBGBs, but later became this massively iconic bar for punk rock. This venue became famed for actually hosting some famous punk rock bands early in their careers, some of them including the Ramones, Talking Heads, and many, many others. The next thing that I wanted to show you is probably my favorite Easter egg out of any of them that I'm going to show you today. So, if you go up to one of the roofs in Shaolin Shuffle, you can actually see, just kind of on the edge here, you can see some graffiti. Now, this graffiti isn't just of anything. This is of something very special. It's of the monkey bomb. Now, the interesting thing about this graffiti isn't that it's just drawn of the monkey bomb and that it's in a zombies map. It's that this graffiti existed years and years ago on an old Call of Duty game, in Call of Duty Ghost on the map Stormfront. Now, on this map, this graffiti can actually be found in a few areas. Starting off with this door right here, we can see one of the images, and then if we go around the other side and kind of check out the side of this vending machine, on the side of this vending machine, we can see the other part of the graffiti. Now, over across the other side of the map, if we go and check out under the bridge here, we can once again see an even larger version of this graffiti, once again looking like the monkey bomb. And when I first saw this, I kind of thought this was just a reused texture and they weren't really doing this on purpose. But then underneath the large picture of the monkey bomb, you can see the writing here that says, "Land of the bereaved, home of the enslaved." Now, guess what? On the map Shaolin Shuffle, when you're looking at this monkey bomb, if you actually turn around and look on the ledge, you can actually see the writing, "Land of the bereaved, home of the enslaved." And to me, that simply just can't be a coincidence. Now, the final thing I wanted to show you on Shaolin Shuffle directly ties into another Easter egg that we actually talked about in Rave in the Redwoods. In Rave in the Redwoods, one of the charms you have to get on that map, you actually get by shooting Neversoft logos. And as I told you when we made that video, Neversoft was actually another company that actually worked under Activision to work on certain games like the Tony Hawk Pro Skater series that actually ended up dissolving into Infinity Ward. Infinity Ward, of course, being the company that created Infinite Warfare. Now, in Shaolin Shuffle, this logo actually shows up again as part of the total overarching Easter egg. When you actually go and kill the Rat King for the very first time, he actually drops a Neversoft logo. Now, this Neversoft logo continues to be more of the part of the Easter egg, but I don't want to spoil that for you guys, so I will just show you exactly what shows up. Now, it doesn't only show up just on the map, you can pick it up, you can actually use this as like almost like a tactical grenade, and on top of that, on your newspaper, when you press the start menu, you can actually see the Neversoft logo down in the bottom left down there. So Easter eggs like this one are the ones that really interest me because it's interesting to see behind the scenes of the company that makes the game you're playing. For example, we all know that Infinity Ward actually makes Call of Duty. However, it's interesting to see the background of Infinity Ward, how the Neversoft, the company that's not supposed to exist anymore, can still survive through this small Easter egg in a zombies map, and that's really cool for me to see. But guys, that is all the Easter eggs I have for you today. If you enjoyed the video, it would be very greatly appreciated if you could hit that like button. It's always so damn appreciated. Also, if you're new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button. I upload new Call of Duty videos every single day of the week, and also my Let's Play channel / vlog channel. I'm not totally sure what it is right now. Link is down in the description, so you can go check that out. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace out.